Hello, guys. Today we're gonna talk about the new Halloween movie, Halloween 2018. um, Awesome movie. It was released 2018, of course, of this year. It's rated R, and it's an hour 46 long. It has a 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb with about 35,000 ish user votes, and 67% on Metacritic with about 51 critics. It stars Jamie Lee Curtis from the original Halloween and Judy Greer from Archer. It's directed by David Gordon Green, who did the Nicolas Cage movie Joe. And it has a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes from critics, with about 297 critics, and 75% by audience. It's about 1,900-ish audience people. And the critics' consensus on Rotten Tomatoes is that Halloween largely wipes the slate clean after decades of disappointing sequels, ignoring increasingly elaborate mythology in favor of basic yet still effective ingredients. God, what an awesome movie. It's an awesome movie. It's probably my favorite new horror movie. The best new horror movie I've seen in a long time. The last good horror movie I saw in theaters was It Follows, which was quite a long time ago. This one, I think this one's better. All right, so everything is well executed. So let's get that way. I love the screenplay. I love the special effects are awesome. Great lighting. The lighting's awesome. I love being able to see the kills even when it takes place at night. I love special effects are great. I love the acting's awesome. Screenplay's good. The atmosphere is great. It has great atmosphere. It does feel like current Halloween. Like it's taking place now. It definitely has that feel, but also definitely feels retro at the same time. The score is awesome, kick-ass score. They use the old school score, but they add more stuff and they put extra stuff in it for this movie and for this time, and it works wonderful. Atmosphere great. Lighting's great. Setting. Man, I don't. What was the other thing? I know there was another thing. A lot of little touches and details with Mike Myers and the mask and all that shit. So basically, it's pretty much it has a higher kill count, so you're gonna get that. But I think the highlight of this movie really is just the atmosphere. It's very creepy. There's a lot of cool imagery. There's a lot of creepy imagery. There's a lot of iconic imagery, and let's start with and there's a lot of jokes. There's actually quite a few jokes in it, which is awesome. There's a few good jump scares in it, which you should believe me when I say that, because I don't really do jump scares. I don't really get jumped all that much, but this one had a couple that got me going. There's quite a few like holy shit moments. When I was there with the audience, I mean, there was some gas, there was some jumps. It was very good. There's a twist in it with a character. I thought it was actually pretty cool, and it was unexpected. And I liked it a lot. They don't take it super far, but I think it was a smart decision, and I think they did that because I think they wanted to be different than the original in some aspects, and they did it with that aspect, and I think they did a great job with that. Let's see. Jamie Lee Curtis is awesome. The rest of the cast is great. The acting's great. In terms of writing, some people may say that a lot of characters follow horror movie logic, which hardcore horror movie fans will know what I'm talking about. For those who don't, horror movie logic, I describe it as like character. It's like it happens in a lot of movies, but you see it a lot in horror movies where characters make certain decisions to allow for a lot of cool horror movie magic to occur, and some of those decisions in real life will be illogical or stupid. To this movie's credit, it rarely uses it, but there's maybe a character or two who may do one little thing that some people will be like, why did you do that? You know? But that's really it. It's well directed, I may add. And the movie is actually scored by John Carpenter legitimately, which is badass. That's why I love the score. But yeah, some people may add some people may want a sequel? I don't. Not because I don't want to see more Halloween, or because this movie did a bad job with it, but what more could they explore? I mean, the point of this movie was to get Michael Myers back to his humanoid maniac self. I mean, what more could you do with that? And the movie ended great, really. It really did. And I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like making a sequel just kind of take the momentum and bring it down. I think if you're going to do a sequel to something like this, you need to think of something super creative, but at the same time, you need to think of something that could sustain the movie for the long run. Because if you're thinking of doing a lot of Halloween movie after Halloween movie, you need to think outside the box, but at the same time, you need to think respectfully for what you just established. And you can't do either of them, or you need to do both of them. If you miss one, then it's gonna suffer. So, of course, if they don't give a fuck, they just want to make money. I mean, they can do that too. They've done it before. I'd rather not see them do that, because while I love the Halloween movies, I mean, you just need to stop while you're ahead. And I think this movie's a great example of stopping while you're ahead. And this movie, just to clarify, this movie takes place after the first Halloween, 40 years later. Halloween 2 didn't happen, Halloween 3 didn't happen, 4, 5, 6, so on, none of those happened. Resurrection, H2O Resurrection or whatever, those did not happen at all. The twist of, spoilers in case you guys haven't seen the first Halloween movie. Or, no, Halloween 2. Spoilers if you haven't seen Halloween 2 or don't know the twist. And you probably don't care anyway, because they make the reference joke in the trailer. But Jamie Lee Curtis is not Michael Myers' sister anymore. The first movie didn't talk about him being his sister, and this movie says he's not his sister, while the rest of the movies talk about him being his sister all the time. But they're not doing that, and I'm kind of happy they are, because I don't know, I just like that they're sticking with he's just a maniac, you know, and I like that they're tied together, not because they're siblings, but because of their history together. That's what I like. The sibling thing just kind of makes it weirdly personal, you know, and it doesn't always work. With this one, I feel like it's more forged with fighting than, like, sibling rivalry. It feels more warrior-driven than sibling-driven. I like that. But yeah, this movie has some callbacks, references to other Halloween movies, which were clever and not super in your face. I do like the characters in this movie. I think there's a lot of strong characters. You have some token characters, but there's a lot of funny moments with a lot of these characters, too. And a lot of horror in it as well. Very good, well-balanced movie. Everything's great. Not really any flaws. There might be some minor nitpicks in certain specific areas. And if you rewatch again, you might see them a bit more. But I think it's a great movie. I think it'll stand in the positive side of approval for a long time. I don't see it slipping to rotten or anything like that over time or anything like that. Unless something happens that changes opinions of things, but you can never tell. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Halloween 2018, check it out if it's still in theaters by this time, which I doubt. You may have to wait till it comes out on DVD to watch it, or on DirecTV or whatever. But yeah, great movie. Check it out. You'll love it. Trust me. If you're a Halloween fan, you'll love this movie, because this movie's a lot like the first movie. Is it as good as the first movie? No, but it's the best sequel of the first movie. Hands down. No argument. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.